And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the one and only Rebar Show with your main dude, your main fucking guy, JP motherfucking Fingers. Hey, all gold fucking everything. Let's fucking get it. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, JP fucking Fingers, the one and only Rebar Show, solo again. No co-host. None of that shit. Let's get through the sponsors right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the big dog, Sir Louis Cigars. Boutique as fuck. You know what I like doing? Swinging my big boutique dick around. Boutique as fuck. Oh, Human Smart's calling me right now. *69. Yep, what's up? HumanSmart.com. Take care of your life. Take care of your fucking cigars. God, why are you not doing that? Oh, look at this beard. Look at this fucking beard pick. Looking luscious, looking great. I do this gray here on purpose. Get with it. Bearded buffalo oils. Ladies and gentlemen, at all these fine establishments, at all of these fucking local businesses, support local, buy local. Promo code REBAR. Everywhere. All right, I paused it. Sorry, I didn't pause. My bad. Yeah, so a little bit different intro. I'm going to get that out of the way real quick. I don't know if it was my music getting pinched, but the one only Rebar Show is available everywhere. Amazon Music, Apple Music, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Google Music, Google, all these podcast places. I'm available. YouTube. Find me on fucking YouTube. Let me give a quick disclaimer. We'll get this out of the way. Actually, you know what, Brian, before I introduce you, do you want to give me a disclaimer? Say something like disclaimer-wise, but reflecting the sponsors, but I don't really give a fuck. I should have had a better disclaimer, I guess, for a previous podcast outlet. But
I've got your disclaimer. If you don't like what we're talking about, get the fuck off the show. How'd I do?
I love it. I love that. I dig that. It was effective. It was efficient. It was productive. And yeah, I just can't believe I got kicked off fucking Spotify before Joe Rogan did. They didn't even hit me with, they didn't like, okay, whatever, remove the episode, I'll survive. But I was just like, why the fuck am I not on Spotify? Now that I guess we let the cat out of the bag.
Well, and since we're going to talk about cigars, we need to have a disclaimer that if you smoke cigars while you're pregnant, your kid will be as fucking stupid as you are.
I would say I'm 55% sure my mom smoked cigarettes when she was pregnant. I'm about to turn 37 next Thursday. And yeah, did I have an addiction for cigarettes that I kicked? Slightly. I'll still have one here and there, and I still have fucking haul on the old vape pen. I was just talking about that hurt. She was talking about, because they were asking my wife when she stopped smoking cigarettes, and my mom started telling me. And I always remember this one thing. I was a kid. I was probably like 5 years old, and I remember her fucking sitting on her lap. And I mean, it was the 90s. Everybody fucking smoked cigarettes. You had to smoke cigarettes to be healthy. And like, I remember rocking back in her hair with my fucking stupid ass mushroom cut and getting burned by her cigarette. And she's like, no, it never happened like that. It never happened like that. And my sister, who's 3 years younger than me, she's like, yeah, it did. And I was like, not a viable source. You were 2 years old. But my dad sort of plays along with it on my side. Well, at least maybe he's trying to bust my mom's balls. I don't know. But like, he knows something I don't know. And I was like, I know it fucking happened. She's like, no, it may have been my fingernail that hit your head. And I was like, no, I'm telling you, it was right underneath here on my shoulder. I still have a fucking scar. And that was like the old fucking, you know, people when they get that first taste of heroin, that was like my first taste of nicotine and tobacco. You know, I got fucking stuck with it, right? That's what I'm going with. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Rebar Show. JP Solo, JP Uno, just me, the special guest coming out of Honduras. Honduras, the Honduran man, Mr. Worldwide. We have Brian from Cavalier Cigars. Fuck, I always say it like I'm fucking from Swedish. I'm from Sweden, Finland. You know, Cavalier, Cavalier.
Cavalier, Cavalier.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Brian. He's at the headquarters, I believe, from Cavalier Cigars.
Coming to you live from the Cavalier factory in Danley, Honduras.
For those of you that don't know, you may recognize Brian from 3 months ago on an episode when he was with Illusione Cigars. Just saying. Just saying.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're in fucking Honduras.
Yeah, baby.
What's Honduras like? Honduras is not like a fucking big media thing, is it?
Honduras is amazing, right? Like it's funny because every time I come down here, my mom says to me, "Be careful, it's dangerous down there." And I'm like, "Really? When's the last time you were in Honduras?" Well, never. So then how do you know? I mean, I love my mother to death, but you know, don't tell me some place is dangerous that you've never been. I mean, we could go to Chicago, New York, LA, anywhere and find dangerous places. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go.
I think it's a lot easier in Chicago to find dangerous places. Quote unquote, Chirac.
No, really. No, it is. Honduras is beautiful. I love it here, man. The biggest worry I have is that when I get here, I just don't want to go back. I want to stay.
Okay. They have nice beaches.
In Roatan, so from what I hear, I've never been, but it's funny you mentioned that because I just said to Sebastian's wife, they're down here with me. I said to her, we need to go to Roatan. I can't keep coming here and not go to Roatan. I have to. I mean, even if it's for the weekend, let's just go, man. We're here. It's kind of like going to New York and not having pizza.
Yeah, or bagels.
Oh, or Bialys. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh, that hurt.
Would you be a nude beach guy?
Yeah, I can be, but it's not pretty.
It ain't about being pretty, dude. I'm just saying, dude. I mean, you catch me in another fucking continent, fucking right, I would go to a nude beach.
Oh yeah, it's not pretty. I mean, they try to throw me back in when I'm on the beach naked.
They're like, no, we'll pick these up for you. They're trying to, no. But dude, I mean, who the fuck is pretty naked? You probably get a decent looking fucking guy or girl fucking naked, but they fart a lot. I mean, I fart a lot as an out of shape dude. I know I look like I'm in pretty decent mediocre shape here. I fart a lot. I definitely fart way too much. These guys sorry, you go.
No, we have a great farting story from here in the factory. I was dating this girl and she was choking on a tortilla, and
that's what you call it.
And she was farting while she was choking on the tortilla. We've since broke up. But one of my factory's managers was telling me the other night. He's like, I got to fart, but I can't. I'm like, you want me to shove a tortilla down your throat?
So, I really don't. I think I spoke on it on the last episode with the fucking Wisconsin Ben Monk. So I fucking marinated the steak for a fucking day. Didn't get to barbecuing it. It was 4 days later on the steak. Soaked in fucking maple syrup, fucking seasoned with a bunch of spicy fucking shit. I loved it. I kept putting it off. 4 days later, I was like, fuck it. I gotta barbecue this. It's gonna go bad. It's gonna go bad to me. So I barbecue it. Amazing steak. New York strip. Amazing. I loved this fucking thing. Rare. I loved it. I had some more fucking syrup to put on. Oh, amazing. I eat it. 3 hours go by. I wasn't able to fart for about 7 days. I mean, I was able to let air out, but a eighth of a second into that fart, dude, and I shit you not, I'd have a sip of water.
Wow.
I barely I couldn't even eat anything, dude, and like it didn't matter. I was just like, why the fuck? And I'm taking Tums, dude. I'm fucking popping Tums. I'm fucking eating 4 Tums at a time, and I'm like, okay, maybe it'll solid it up and just let it fucking, I'll at least fart a lot, dude. I couldn't even do that. And I swear to fucking God, the second night of this shit going on, I go to bed after I've already taken 5 shits from noon on to when I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. Dude, every 2 hours, I would just wake up in bed going, ugh! Cheeks clenched and running to the fucking bathroom, only to piss out of my butthole for like fucking 30 seconds, and that was it. Mind you, it's already been going on now for long enough, so I can't even wipe my asshole. I can't even wipe the sides of my cheeks. I'm dabbing everything, just dabbing, fucking like, and I'm just like, holy fuck. And I was like, I'm not a big doctor guy. I'm like a Native American. You know what I mean? I'm not a big. What's going to happen is going to happen. Nothing's going to kill me immediately unless it's like unless I trip and fall on scissors and it goes right through my temple or, whatever, the esophagus. Then, hey, that was it. I was like, I'm going to give it 2 more days of this and I'm dehydrated as fuck. Because, dude, I have a sip of water. Whatever the fuck's inside of me is fucking coming right out. Like, I'm swear, I'm looking at shit and I'm just like, it got to a point where I was like, it doesn't even smell. Like, there is no fucking smell to it. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, like, when I shit my soul out, I fucking shit my soul out. My wife was getting to the point. She knows me pretty well. She's just like, maybe you got to start seeing a doctor soon. And I was like, I was on the tail end of it now. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I can now predict when I'm going to shit. And now I don't need to go to the hospital. Because before it was be like, I go to let a fart out and it'd be like a big fart. Whoop! And like you literally catch it. Like when you're just sitting here like this, the baseball's not there, and all of a sudden, whack, that solid cat, and you're just like, all right, I got it. Yeah.
That happened to us down here. We went to a birthday party and we ate tres leche cake.
That sounds very amazing, though.
It was right during the beginning of COVID. So about 4:30 in the morning, I woke up and I'm sweating. My body aches.
What time did you go to bed at?
Oh, probably about 12:30. That was about 4 hours later.
Okay. See, after what I went through, I don't sympathize with you. 4 hours sleep with that's not bad. That's not bad.
Sorry. No. And so I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I think I got COVID. And then I was like, oh no, I know what this is. Well, some genius decided to put a full-length mirror right next to the bathroom door. And on the dead run at 4:30 in the morning, I go right into the mirror. We were sick. We were sick for like 2 days, and we had to fly back. And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, how am I going to do this?" But hey, what doesn't
Ultimate Mile High Club?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
It definitely makes the butthole stronger. But I mean, dude, so here's my thing. I don't like even pissing on a flight.
No.
I don't even like pissing on a flight. I don't, let alone, I mean, I told this story earlier to my buddy Carlo. Even if, like, dude, I used to drive probably an hour and a half every day for work. And I would drive a bunch of highway, a bunch of truck stop areas. I wasn't not a big shitting in public guy. I get pulled over probably 25 minutes away from my house, my parents' house when I lived at home with them. And I'm clenched. I work it was a factory job. So you come in your fucking sweatpants and a sweatshirt and you go home. So I'm clenched the fuck up. I get pulled over and I go, for fuck's sakes. He goes, you know how fast you're going? And I was like, yeah, I do. But he was like asking it like as if I fucking knew. And I was like, no. I was like, obviously, yeah. I go, dude, I get it. I was going on the speed limit. 100%. I get it. Do you know how fast you're going? I was like, no, I don't, man. Like, what's up? Tell me what's up. Like, just, what's up? What the fuck's going on? He goes, you were going this fast. And I go, yeah, yeah. He goes, why were you speeding? I was like, dude, I gotta be honest with you. And my old man is, was a, police officer, you know, moved way up in fucking Canada. All the shit, didn't drop his name once. He's like, why were you going this fast? And I was like, dude, I got a level with you, man. He's like, what's up? And I go, I don't like fucking shitting in public. And my old man would always tell me that where this guy could be working 2 hours away from home. He would come home to take a dump and then go right back out. Cause he's like, fuck you. He's like, you got your gun on you. He's like, he was a plainclothes fucking guy and he would just have a gun on him. He goes, fuck, I don't want to fucking hang that thing up, fucking put it on the ground or the floor. He's been retired now for fucking 4 months. And he still has bruises on the side of his fucking hip and his stomach from this fucking gun being there for fucking 42 years. And I was like, dude, I'm just going to be honest with you, man. I don't like fucking shitting in public. Because he's like, you drove by all these places. I was like, dude, I literally don't like shitting in public. He's like, all right, have a good one. Slow it down a bit. I was like, dude, get it, man. Dude, got it.
That was cool.
You know what I mean? I told my old man, he goes, there's a bunch of us that don't like shitting in public.
There should be a whole.
I've always just known my dad. I was like, what are you doing? I'd be doing shift. I'm like, what are you doing home? He's like, I got to go to the bathroom. Would run, go to the bathroom, sit on the porch with me, have a cigarette, back to work.
Nice. Nice.
And I don't know what it was. Now, I mean, you ever seen that Seinfeld episode where George Costanza ends up getting the handicap bathroom and gets his own fucking stall? That's sort of like me now. I use the human resource trailer because it's all ladies and they got a guy and a girl bathroom in there. But there's no guys in there, so I just use it myself. I can lock it to my, you know what I mean? I leave stuff in there, and I know it's going to be there when I get back the next day. But yeah, and I'm just, that took me, in 15 years of working, I've probably shit at work in 2 different locations. Man, maybe. So 2 different locations, and I've done 5 different locations total. Dude, even just the 2 different locations, it's probably only been, 100 times. Like that ain't a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
I don't know what it was, but I just became a home shitter. I'd be like, I'd have 2 hours left in my shift, and like people could smell that I had to shit. 'Cause, like you're just cutting the raunchiest farts. You know what I mean? You're just shifting that fucking turd around in your fucking intestines. They're like, man, go to the bathroom. And you're just like, oh, dude, it's this far left in the day. I'm just gonna take this shit at home. You know what I mean? Like it's like having fireworks. It's like you're driving home and you're like, I'm an hour away from home. I have a bunch of booze I like, a bunch of cigars I like, and a bunch of fireworks I like. And people are like, just let it off here, let it off here. Like, let's fucking have this here. And you're like, but dude, we're an hour away from home and then we can do it here, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, no, I'll just save it. Dude, I'll get on the toilet at home. I'll spend 45 minutes there. Just sit there, hang out. I'm on my phone. I'm doing work stuff when I get to. I'm just like, okay, it's just. I'll do an hour worth of work in fucking 30 minutes on the toilet at home, and set up a fucking episode and fucking prep for an episode, and I'll be doing 5 different things at home on the toilet. When I'm at the toilet at work, I'm just like, oh my god, like, dude, it's fucking grip ass hell.
Oh, that's funny.
That's probably 13 years ago. The story of me getting pulled over.
Wow.
And I always remember, I was like, why the fuck you always coming home to shit to my old man, right? But even then, when I was working, I never really took a dump at work. I would just hold it, or I didn't have to shit.
Now you get it.
I don't shit anywhere. He goes, you fucking try to have to put a fucking gun or, whatever. Even when he was a beat cop, he still had all his shit on him, right? He goes, you hang this up somewhere. I was like, yeah, that's true. That's true. Me, I won't shit at work, and I just got a cell phone and a fucking Carhartt vest and a hoodie. So even I'll hit my private office, dude. My vest's off, my hard hat's over there, my fucking sweatshirt's off. I hit my little star, and I'm just sitting there, no pants on, and it's got no shirt on, nothing. I'm just like this, but I got my cell phone. I'm like, right, this is fucking great. And I'm just like, guys are like, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Like, I can't tell you. Everybody asks me like, I can't tell you. Nope, sorry, can't say it. Can't say it. You know what? All this shit talk. Let's get into what we're smoking, what we're drinking. First, we're going to my fucking Honduran. Sorry, I thought I had a nickname, but I didn't. My Honduran.
It's all right. You could
Go to
just
the
leave me as
Honduran
this.
Thor.
You can. Oh, there you go. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I am
I was
smoking
reaching, but I
a
got it.
black two. What's that?
I said I was trying to reach
I
a little
like
bit,
it.
but
I'm
I had
smoking a black
to
two,
remember
fresh off the table.
freshly fucking rolled.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
The black
Freshly
two.
off the table. So there's no gold yet. It didn't go upstairs to the packaging unit. But yeah, I mean it's amazing. It's
There
really
is
good.
going to be gold on it.
Love it.
Yes or no? There's going to be gold on that.
There will be gold. There will be gold on it. That comes later in the process, but yeah, this just came right off the table this morning, and
Insert
you
Trinidad
know,
James
it's
reference.
funny. It's funny because I walked in this morning and I didn't have any cigars, and I smoke a lot, right? I mean, I smoke all day long. And I asked one of the guys, I said, "Hey, I need a few cigars." And he comes down, hands me three. I'm like, "Okay, wherever you went, wherever you got these from, just go back and get me like 5 times that amount because it's going to
Yeah,
be a long day today."
that's it.
So I'm down. I think I got, let me see. I think I had like 12 this morning. There's 8. I think there's 8 left on on over there. So I got a little bit of work to do yet today.
You're working hard though.
Oh yeah,
Hey, you ain't
yeah.
spending all the time in the company bathroom like me.
Mm-mm. No, uh, I have done my share of that when the Tres Leches incident, but yeah, man. Just it's always fun to be down here, and the scary part about coming to Honduras for me is I don't want to go home, man. This just feels so right being here. It's so nice. I love the people. We have 70 people now at the factory. Love them. They're great.
I'm gonna take a piss.
Uh,
You keep going. I can hear you.
yeah, man. So, the hard part, like I said, about coming down here is, you know, I'm afraid one of these days it's gonna be a one-way trip and I'm just gonna stay. But, my kids and my grandkids back home, they're the reason why I go back. But I'll tell you what, it's beautiful here. We built a beautiful little factory. Back in January of last year, we opened, and it's going really well. So it's it's a lot of fun. The real rewarding part for us is, you know, we get to give people a place to work. They're treated like family, uh, and we get to control the whole process now of Cavalier. And we're not relying on somebody to say, well, we can fit you in here for production. We are the production, and that makes a world of difference for the cigar brand.
So I got to piggyback. I've never met you in person. I've spent probably about 12 hours of rebar show time with you. I would split a place with you right now in Honduras. And it's like, whatever. Oh, it's like, fuck, I can't go down there. Brian's there. And you're like, dude, fucking come here with me. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, man.
What's property like there? You know what I mean? Or to buy
What
like I guess like a residential unit.
It's getting expensive. It's like anywhere now. It used to be pretty affordable. It's getting expensive. like we're in the process of looking for some land, and um you know, like we found like 2 or 3 acres for like, 80 grand.
Okay. So yeah, I mean it's uninhabited acres.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah,
dude, it's like that's comparable to the same shit you go buy out here right now. If you're in the middle of
yeah,
nowhere, right? It's yeah, it's not like yeah, I mean, you'll probably pay the same price close to fucking Alaska for that.
yeah. The fucked up part is gas is cheaper here than it is back in the States.
So me being Canadian, obviously, what was your last tank of gas you bought in the United States?
So I've got a big truck, and the really hard part was it's a 35-gallon tank, and it was $160. But the fucked up part was is the credit card companies or the gas station, I don't know which one it was, they cut off the credit cards at $75. So it took me three times to fill my tank up. Like I felt like I had OCD at the gas pump. It was
How are
just
they
like,
not keeping up with the fucking times and the inflation? If anything, they should be like, by the way, now instead of $10,000, you now have $100,000 because of inflation, right? Because I mean, they always get it back. Even if they
oh
don't get
yeah,
all of it back, they still get fucking some of it back because you always have to. It's so. What are you driving?
I've got a GMC 2500
Oh
AT4.
fuck! Say no more. That's a boss ass truck, dude.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's a diesel, and diesel's over $5. I'm living in Miami now with the change in companies. I
They gotta love you in
relocated.
Miami with a diesel truck, right?
Oh shit! I don't fit in any parking lots or anything. Like it's just like it's ridiculous. Um, and
Throw a
the
pole on me.
and the really sad part is all the Latina women. They think you're compensating something because you have this big truck, and it's like, damn, I need a smaller car.
Yeah, I can fit a
But
lot of Latino women up in here.
yeah, so but yeah, I was $160. Three times I had to put the credit card in. Um, and it's like this is just out of control, man.
So
It sucks when you start your day, you get a tank of gas and you're $160 into the day, and all you did was get
yeah,
gas.
yeah.
You know,
I literally yeah, and like that's dude. I went a mile from the house and I just fucking spent $160. So
yeah,
right,
ridiculous.
right now, and I know there's been a lot of Americans just fucking. I mean, Americans. Everybody's been going off about the price of gas. It don't matter where the fuck you live. So I was right now we were 6.19 a gallon.
Mm,
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you fucking? But I mean, I remember when I first bought my Jeep, which for those of you that don't know, a Jeep is sort of a douchey thing, and you wave at other Jeeps like this on the steering wheel. But it's on top of being that douchey, it's also not fuel efficient,
right.
and it has the same size tank as my car. No, sorry, it has a bigger tank than my car does, but my car will last me 2 weeks with weekend activity of going to golf courses and such. Right? And I'm like, fuck, are you? And then when I first bought my Jeep, gas was $1.90 a liter, and then
Wow.
I want to say it was like close to $7 a gallon. But I bought it at that, and I didn't know any different, right? Then we went down to fuck. I want to say maybe three and change a gallon. I was like, this is how can
Yeah.
I not afford to drive this? Like I should be driving something bigger, like fucking you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
why am I not driving
yeah.
something fucking worse on gas? Or like, why can I not put more gas in my Jeep? I was like, do I get a snorkel? Do I get bigger tires? Or do I put a fucking spare gas tank on this thing?
Yeah,
And
and see,
dude,
I have my Harley, but I stopped like riding my Harley around like just for everyday errands about 5 years ago, and now I just ride to take a ride, right?
yeah, you just get out,
Like,
decompress.
yeah, yeah. But I'm seriously thinking about starting to just ride the bike again because I mean it's just ridiculous. I I, I mean $160 in gas what a year and a half ago would have been spilling all over the ground. I mean like it would have
Yeah, dude, you would have
been,
been 2 weeks. You would have been 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks worth of fuel.
yeah. So yeah, but riding the bike in Miami, the people can't drive down there. It's so bad. Like
So that many Asians down there?
no, it's it's the old people down there and they can't drive, and so when I do go out on a ride, I get up real early in the morning and I get out before everybody else is going, and then I get to where I'm going and I sit until it's later at night. I don't do it on Fridays and Saturday nights when all the drunks are out, but then I'll leave sometimes 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, take a ride, hang out at the beach, do whatever, and then come back at midnight when the roads are clear and there's nobody around. So
The nude beach.
yeah, the nude beach after getting
So
somebody trying to throw me back in.
as a motorcycle guy, are there chaps or are there assless chaps?
Well, I think aren't all chaps assless? I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Somebody
mean
was
I'm
like, yeah,
just
he showed up with assless chaps. And I was like, well, what other kind of chaps are there?
uh uh well, see, that's the thing about Florida is I like to ride with my leathers on, and but down there, there's no way, no way. I mean, you know, I think I've rode once with leathers on since I've been down there. It was, probably like 50 degrees, maybe 55, and I was like, all right, I'll throw a leather jacket on. I like to ride with my leather on. It's just, I like to do, but I'm adjusting to it, you know, riding in a t-shirt and I won't do the flip flop thing. I think that's bullshit. Um,
So,
I
what would it be if you were to do a flip flop or a thong sandal?
yeah, I mean, I can't do either. I see guys doing it all the time, and I'm just like, I can't do that,
I got to be honest with you. I can't even wear a thong sandal, even if I'm sitting around the house.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
feels so fuck. It just, I like. It's like I I'm trying to describe this and not get kicked off any other places. But I mean, a thong sandal. Wearing a thong sandal is just like I might as well hike my underwear up my ass and put a pickle in there. That's to me what a thong sandal feels like. Like just when that thing touches the inside of your big toe and the fucking toe to the right of it, like or left, dude, it just feels so fucking weird. I can't, and I
I
don't know what it is. My wife loves fucking thong sandals, and I was like, no, slides, give me chonkless, give me chonkless.
I want to ride down the Pan American Highway, but not in a Harley because it just won't hold up. I want to get like one of those enduro bikes and
Oh
ride the
yeah,
Pan American
and
Highway.
and the little windshield in front of you, and just fucking pandy got the brake covers, the throttle covers.
Yeah, no, yeah, the Harley won't make it. It'll fuck it all up because parts of the highway are good, parts aren't, and I would probably have to do it with somebody
That
that
sounds
maybe
like a
drove.
road. That sounds like a road where they charge really high taxes, but
Yeah, right.
they say they're not a liberal place.
I would
Um,
probably I'd probably have to do it with somebody driving in front of me so I could see where all the potholes are and stuff like that. But
you're
that's
like
a
this.
dream of mine.
Got a flat tire. See ya.
It's better than driving into a sinkhole in your bike. That'll hurt.
Dude, I swear to God, I've hit a couple in my Jeep where I was just like, what the fuck? And I've seen like we drive this one road and it's a fucking highway, but it's heavy under construction. Dude, I seen a car go like this, wah, wah, wah. And I'm like slightly behind them where I'm like, holy, that's why I'm fucking in the center lane. You know what I mean? And I like the road we're driving, it's a 3-lane highway. And I go, if you're driving this highway, you're at least on it 3 days out of the week. And I'm like, This motherfucker's picking his first out of the 3 days now, obviously. And
Oh
dude,
man,
shifting, and I'm just like, all right, lay low in the middle lane. And I mean, I'm rolling around my 2013. I'm just like, dude, worst case scenario, you hit me. I'm good. I'll survive. I'll get a new one of these.
I drove from Reno to Miami when I moved, and man, let me tell you, I was on, I think it was Highway 40 or something like that. Man, this road was fucked up. I mean, I couldn't. I was getting bounced around in the truck, and I was on the phone with somebody, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing? Are you off road?" I'm like, "No, I'm on a goddamn highway, and I'm just getting
That's
tossed
wild.
around."
It's like
I
Rumble Strip Highway.
Oh yeah, I told all my buddies that ride. I'm like, any of y'all ever ride on Highway 40? Like, oh no, fuck no, we don't ride on it. Like, yeah, I know why. Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up, boys.
I I couldn't even do it in a truck, man. It was bad news. So what are you smoking?
Hey, that B stacks, B racks, B money, Brian. This is a fucking hell of a segue, guy. What am I smoking? What am I drinking? Well, first off, I believe it's my first time smoking this cigar.
Oh, nice, the White Series. Nice.
I honestly think it's my first Cavalier.
Oh,
Cavalier.
nice.
I think it's my first one. Um, we'll get back to that. Also, is the gold smokable?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Perfect, because I was either gonna smoke it or eat it. So I was
No,
gonna. I was gonna.
you could do either. It's food grade 24 karat gold, so you can smoke right through it. It's the same thing you find in like pastries or whatever.
Insert Trinidad James. Gold all in my on my chain. Gold all in my ring. Gold everything. Uh and what am I drinking? Lift Ticket, the second Wedge Brewing. It's a pale ale, 4.5%. It's a little bit of a session style. Your boy's taking it easy. Just go with the flow. You know what I mean? It's a long day in the fucking gym. And dude, I'm just here to fucking work out. And that's it. So back to this cigar. I honestly think it's the first one I've ever smoked.
Nice.
From Cavalier. And I know I say it wrong all the time. I say like Cavalier. So great cigar, by the way.
Thank you.
Great cigar, by the way. And I think it was actually pretty old. Sorry, that does not help me holding it back from temp either. So older cigar. Who knows how long I had it for? I was also locked out of my mailbox for 2 years, so that doesn't help as well. Um, Funny story about the Cavalier. I was 18. I got a Chevy Cavalier. I'm 18. I live at home with my parents. I had an above average, mediocre job. So number one, I bought a fish tank. Put a bunch of exotic little mini sharks in it that don't grow big at all. My next thing was, why am I not putting rims on my Cavalier? So I put some 18s on it, low pro tires. Okay, looks cool. Boom. You know what? It looks sort of stupid now after a month. So I slam it down. I tuck that shit. Tuck that shit with some coilovers. You know what? This fucking 4-cylinder sounds like a pussy. So fucking redo the whole exhaust, redo a fucking intake system on it, chip it out. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm rolling around this badass fucking Chevy Cavalier. And I'll honestly never. I mean, that was not necessarily a good era for cars, but like that, dude, I put that motherfucker through hell and back, and it just would not die. My parents still tell, and what was it, at 98? They're like, we still see this thing rolling around town. And I was just like, what the? And I was just like, dude, I was like, Cavalier. Cavalier. Tell us a little bit about you know, the new digs, the new joint.
So, Sebastian and I, Sebastian's the founder of Cavalier. He and I went partners on a factory down here in Honduras back January of last year.
Where is Sebastian from? Sorry.
Sebastian's from Switzerland. That's actually where the brand started.
I've always said Sweden when I talk to people, and I was like, yeah, he's from Sweden.
No, he's from Switzerland, and he's got a really cool story. I wish he could have been here today, but he's shuttling the California hillbilly, back to the airport. I wish he could have been here, but he's got a really interesting story. At 22 years old, he leaves home and comes to Honduras, and uh, just wanted to learn more about cigars and tobacco, and just it really piqued it. He was really interested in it. So he comes down here from Switzerland, doesn't know anybody, doesn't speak the language. He now does. He's fluent in Spanish, as well as German, French,
Oh,
English. Really makes me feel like an uneducated asshole from the U.S., right?
can he do a good
Um,
Arnold Schwarzenegger impression though? Even though he's from Austria, but
he's from Austria. He probably could. And so, anyway, his story is really cool, and I'll wait for another time for him to be on here to really tell it, because obviously he can tell it better. But he ended up spending years with the Placencia family, working in their factory, from everything from sorting, processing, rolling, packaging, everything. Just saw it all.
honestly, underrated company.
Oh, totally underrated. But
It is for where they are. Whether you've seen some of their ratings, it truly is an underrated company. There's mainstream smokers that have been like, I've never heard anything from that. But it's like, dude, are you kidding me? There's some good fucking Placencia shit out there, man.
and they're super good people. They're really supportive of our endeavor here in the factory. So fast forward, he starts the brand over in Europe, actually, and I want to say Cavalier is in about 20 countries, Canada as well, um,
Damn.
and and he's been here in the States for about three and a half years now, and we met at it's funny how the tobacco industry works. And I was just talking to somebody the other night. Actually, we were on another podcast, and we were
Oh,
talking about we were
not the first.
talking we were talking about how people that regulate this industry or want to regulate it out of existence, they don't see the relationships, the people behind the industry, and they just want to move you. They just want to regulate us out of existence. But he and I met in Virginia, and we hit it off immediately. I mean, yeah, the kid's young enough to be my son, right? He's 30
Hey,
years old.
that's the first time people have ever hit it off in Virginia and they weren't related.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I, you know, and we stayed in touch after that. And then, one day he said to me, I need help with uh, order fulfillment in the US. And at Illusion, we had built a distribution side of the business where we would do order fulfillment for companies. And I said, come on over. So I got to watch the brand pretty closely as it evolved. And then, one day I was driving down the road, and he was just like, hey, man, I want to open up a factory. What do you think? And I didn't hesitate for a minute. I pulled over, initiated a wire transfer to him, and I said, let's do it, dude. I mean, it was that quick.
How
And
ironic.
so,
A lot of wire transfers come out of Switzerland, at least in the movies.
well,
Um,
and so this one actually went to Honduras, which was kind of scary, right? But anyway,
how much cocaine did I just buy?
yeah, right, right, right. So within 2 months, we had the place designed and built and opened up January of last year.
That's dope,
Um,
man. That's dope, dude. Hey, congratulations to you. I mean,
well,
you know, we've not put a lot of time in, but I've shot the shit with you, dude. And I mean, yeah, you just, yeah, I think you're a fucking great dude. I mean, I've never met Sebastian, but I mean, if you say that about him, I'm gonna, yeah, dude, I'm gonna be on that ride with you.
Yeah, and it was funny because he was like, "You don't need any kind of documentation or anything." I'm like, "No, I trust you, man. It was all done on a handshake." And
What are we going to Epstein Island?
yeah, right. No, so I mean, we and and then when we came down here for the first time last January after the place was all built, um,
And you kept this a secret last episode.
I
You
did, yeah,
fucking did. Once you started, I was like, wait a minute, last 2021? Yeah, I'm
I
fucking.
did,
Dude, literally, it's just the fucking equations going through my mind like this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is it maybe
yeah.
his date's wrong? And I was like, no, he keeps saying this fucking date.
No, 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 no. I did keep it a secret, and you know, look, for me, what I see in Sebastian is I see the future of the cigar industry, right? And it's what we need, right? It's the same thing with smokers.
It's
We need
progressive.
we need young smokers, right? We need people 45 and under to carry us through the next 30 years. Well, we also need people to make those cigars for the next 30 years too. And a kid like Sebastian to me represents the future generation, although he's here and now, but he's the future of the cigar industry because um, he's young, he's got passion about on top of passion. It's not even the right word for what he has. I mean, he loves tobacco and loves this industry, and you can just see it. And so when he said, "Let's open the factory," I didn't even hesitate. I was like, "Let's do it, man. Let's do it." Um, and now here we are, 14 months later. We have 70 people working in the factory. We have about 22 pairs rolling, so about 44 people in total.
That's dope, man. That's fucking dope.
And
Good on you, man. Cheers to you.
thank you. No, I appreciate it. It's been fun, and it's going to continue to be fun. And we actually have outgrown our facility. And if you want, I can take you through a little tour of it. The only place I can't go is upstairs in the building because the cell service gets a little wonky up there.
Let me
Um,
let me give two shout outs. I gotta take a piss.
and
I'm
then we'll
taking a
go
piss.
take a
You
little
talk. You,
tour.
you, you start us. Yeah, man. I forgot to mention, dude, the one and only Peter James. Your boy don't put his cigars in anything else when he's fucking hitting the road, when he's coming out here. I'm just doing it, man. Real Italian leather, real Italian quality. Dude, I'm getting it, man. My fucking golf dude, Peter James. Get you some. Hit me up. You're in the area. You want to golf. Dude, I'll call my boy Peter James up. You'll be on a golf course with us. We'll be wilding out. Um, dude, I am not to fucking toot your own horn, but or toot Sebastian's horn. Dude, it is a great cigar. Um, little bit of a bigger ring gauge than I would normally want to smoke, but the length was where I would smoke. So it all balances itself out. I literally showed my mom today, and I'm like, look at the gold on this cigar. I showed my mom today. They were busy. They were over here doing some gardening because they're retiring. I was like, look at the gold on this cigar. That's very cool. That's very cool.
It's
I know that's fucking sick. I'm gonna smoke this shit tonight.
yeah. The coolest thing for me here at the factory is going up into the packaging room and watching them put the gold on there. It's pretty impressive. It adds another step to the process because we put the gold on and then we have to let it dry so that when we put it in the cello,
just peel
it
right back
doesn't,
off.
yeah, it'll come right back off. So it adds another step. But man, when you see the and they're great, the cigars are great. But visually, when you see them on the shelf in the stores, it's
Yeah,
just like, I
it's a
mean,
presentation. It is a fucking
oh,
presentation.
it's unbelievable and it's amazing.
I'm taking a
And
quick
it's
leak.
funny because I just saw a post on one of the social media sites, and it was of a humidor. And man, you could just see the Cavalier cigars just pop on the shelf. And this particular humidor had LED lighting, and it was just, oh my God, it was stellar. Um, I sat there and just looked at it over and over and over again, and I'm like, yeah, that's badass. Um, and I took a picture upstairs in the packaging room one day. They had a whole table full of cigars with the gold on it. And it was just, oh my God. And it's pretty amazing too, because they actually have to cut the gold by hand. So there's somebody sitting upstairs right now that's cutting gold diamonds out of a sheet. And the precision that they do it is just amazing. I mean, I can't say enough about people that work and have that much pride in their craft to just sit there and watch how precise and exact and just it's just amazing. It really does. But man, when I was looking at this picture on social media and you could just see this humidor and then bam, the gold just popped out at you. And it's really cool because you know cigar smokers smoke a cigar. Like let's say you forgot the name of the cigar that you smoked, and you went into your local shop and were like, "Hey, I smoked this cigar. I loved it. It was a 60 ring gauge or whatever, but it had a gold diamond on it." Right? They're gonna
Yep.
know exactly what you're talking about, and they're
Yep.
gonna take you over there because you see it time and time again in a cigar shop. People come in and they're like, "Hey, I smoked this cigar and it had a red band on it." Like,
So
well,
it's
dude,
the ultimate double band without it being a band.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah, it
just
is.
dude, what it have on it, dude. I mean, and I'm not stereotyping anything, but like, oh, it's got what people show your teeth. Oh yeah, this one. Well, or no, we don't have no, we don't have it. But dude, it's I mean, I never felt any sort of way about it because I've honestly never smoked one, and I mean, this is pretty fucking cool right now as it's being burnt up.
There you go, man. Smoke gold,
Like
stay gold.
it's pretty fucking cool, dude. Like pretty fucking cool, and I mean to top it off, it's a fucking good cigar.
Well, that's just it, right? It's a great cigar with great packaging, right? You put those two together, and it's
Yeah,
a no-brainer, right? Um,
and the
and
fact it's in cellophane, this fucking thing has probably been sitting in a humidor for 2-3 years, and I go like
nice.
this, boop boop boop. I don't know if when I got this from Sir Louis Cigars or if it was at my buddy's place for 2 years before I could pick it up or whatever the fuck it was, right? But when my buddies came down, maybe they brought it to me from him, or maybe I picked it up when I went down there in December. But I'm not a big guy that takes care of my cigars. That's why I use Humasmart. That's why my buddy used Humasmart. That's why my guys that brought it down use Humasmart. Dude, literally, I go like this, and I was worried about it coming off because I was like, I don't like. It's been in my humidor for at least 4 months minimum,
Wow.
maybe 6 months. But the 2 years before that, I don't know how he kept it. He's my boy, so I'm assuming he's gonna keep it good. But I popped it out and I was like, "Fuck, flawless!" Like fucking flawless. And I was like, "That's." I mean, it's
You know,
it's
we just
it's just
we
fucking
just had a we just had a sheet made for our sales reps that at one of the requests of one of our reps. And the thing is visually, look at this. Check this out. I mean, look at that. That's just sexy on top of
yeah,
sexy on
hell
top
yeah,
of
man,
sexy right there.
hell yeah,
I mean, it's just
hell yeah.
it's just gorgeous. And when you
That
sit
doesn't
and
look edited.
what's that?
It doesn't look edited.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? I could have taken this and like I just fucking smoked the gold flake. And from how I actually looked at it into person, as to you showing me that, what could be a Photoshop thing through a fucking camera and out into my fucking TV that I see this. No, it doesn't look any different than the fucking cigar I fucking had out and looked at it and I was just like, damn. And I showed my mom and I showed my wife in it. Do you know what I mean? And be like, damn, I'm about to smoke this. What's in America? What would be the average price point on that cigar?
So they're in the sweet spot for cigars. I mean, $8 to $12 is where they're at. It's funny because people see the gold and they automatically think, "Wow, this is going to be expensive, right?"
Yeah.
But I mean, look, that's what you get into cigars for, is to deliver a product that the quality far exceeds the price point, right? That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
When you can deliver that to consumers, because let's face it, I mean, as a company, any company, right? Whether we're in the cigar industry or not, any company that makes a product, we're asking you to take your hard-earned money and spend it on our products. So you better deliver the best possible quality that you can to that person that's spending their hard money. Like, I respect the fact that people work hard to make a living, and then they want to enjoy and have a good experience. And that's what I tell everybody. I tell our salespeople this. I tell everybody this. We don't sell cigars. We sell experiences, right? That's what we're selling.
It's like going to a
Um,
strip club.
yeah.
Nobody's
I
gone to a
mean,
strip club and had a bad time.
right.
If they
Right.
have, it was because, oh yeah, you got squirted in the face, and then you like, dude, but that's on you though. Like, you wanted that experience.
No, it totally is. I mean, when you can deliver an experience that far exceeds the price point, in my opinion, that's the definition of winning, right?
So I got to
It's
be
when,
honest. I thought it would be like 16 to 20, which
yeah,
I was more than comfortable to paying that. More than
yeah,
comfortable to
no,
paying
I agree,
that.
and that's what we hear a lot of, is like, well, how do
I've
you do this?
paid I've paid more for cigars with fake gold just on the band. Like double that, triple that price. I'm not going to name any
Yeah,
names. Could be Opus, whatever. There's a couple different companies that do it. Oh, well, let's fucking throw a lot of gold on the band. Sorry, gold color on the band.
all
Boom, and
right,
it
you
is
ready
what
to
it is.
take a little tour?
Dude, let's see this. Let's fucking see it. Let's
All
go.
right.
This
Well,
is gotta be the first. This has got to be the first tour, I think. First ever One Only Rebar show.
okay.
Cavalier cigars, or as I call it sometimes, Cavalier cigars. Cavalier cigars.
So I'm gonna go outside. I'll start with the outside, um, and I'll show you the building, because the building we're in actually has some cigar history to it. It's actually pretty cool.
Just the color
Um,
of the buildings.
oh yeah, you're gonna love this. Okay,
Oh man.
so I'm gonna turn around. I can't go too far outside because I'll lose the Wi-Fi.
Oh, that
Uh,
fucking sky right now, dude. Those clouds. Holy fuck. Jesus.
okay, there you go. I turned you around. So this is the street that we live on, right here.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Yeah. And so
Hell
this
yeah.
is the building that we're in. It's actually a house. Um, and so the house has been here for a long time.
You have a palm
And
tree in your front yard.
what's that?
Is that a palm tree in your front yard?
We do. We have a palm tree in our front yard. And
Look
so
at
this
that
house,
fucking blue in the sky.
it's pretty beautiful. It's amazing. Now you know why I'm always afraid I'm not going to come back. So this house actually has some history. Some cigar people have stayed in this house, like AJ Fernandez, when he immigrated from Cuba, came to Honduras and stayed in this house.
So if you're there, you're
Rocky.
automatically going to become a billionaire.
No, I don't think so, but uh,
Hey, you never
but
know.
but anyway, where the backyard was is where we built a structure, a second structure. So we left the house as it was, and we built in the backyard a a facility.
By the
And
way, it looks very
yes, sir.
dangerous out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Uh, so the first place you come into right here to the right is where they do all the processing and sorting of tobacco. They sort and prepare tobacco for the next day's production and future production because they got to stay ahead of everybody.
I can almost
And,
smell it.
oh, it smells amazing. I wish I could include them in here. Can you see all right? Is it cool?
Oh yeah, fucking right, man.
Okay. So this is the rolling floor. We have about 22 pairs working, and they specialize in different vitolas. Like I'll take you over here to the Salamone section where they're rolling the Salamone, and they're just packaging them up because they're getting close to finishing. But here's some Salamones that we rolled today. And here you can watch her put the watch her put the
Damn.
you can watch her put the wrapper on. Watch this. This is amazing.
Dude, look at the fucking quick. This is not sped up at all.
No, this is real time. And there
Damn,
you
what's
go.
your hands do? Jesus.
And that's what they have right here. And
That's
then
an artist. That is an
what I
artist right there.
what I love to do during the day is over here there's a table, and as they get done with production throughout the day, um, they put all the cigars over here on the table, and they
Oh,
and this will be filled. This is just from the morning, and by the end of the day, it'll be completely full. Um, and so they're making about 7,500 cigars a day. We could push
damn.
that production up, but we prefer to have quality over quantity,
That's it,
and
man.
we just want to almost us. We just want to have good quality cigars coming out of here,
Se va
and
bien, muy bueno, muy bueno.
yeah, they're great people here.
Cerveza, por
So
favor.
so over here I'll show you because this is something we didn't anticipate doing when we opened the factory. We're doing processing of tobacco as well, which we didn't anticipate. So over here, this is some wrapper leaf uh, that we have, and it's sitting here in a big, beautiful bed, just getting just slow cooking, right?
That's sexified.
Yeah, there's about 4,000 pounds of tobacco there,
Dude, this is
and
wild.
yeah,
Easily the best thing that I've ever seen on a show.
no, it's amazing, And then,
I had a porn star on the show before.
oh, did you? And here I'll show you how when you don't foresee the rapid growth that we had. This is our kitchen, right? So if you come over here to the pantry and you open up the door, oh, there's some more tobacco.
That's it, man.
You want to go in the refrigerator and get yourself a beer? Uh-oh, no, just again, there's tobacco. So we just have tobacco everywhere now, and it's becoming a problem, which is why we need to build another facility. So because we are doing some processing, we have a drying room now. He's just rotating product out. This just went to the drying room today.
Damn.
Yeah, I wish I could somehow get you to smell. ¿Qué
Dude,
pasa, amigo?
that's the next level for the podcast. It's just fucking interactive smell.
Scratch and sniff, yeah. So see, and then they prepare the tobacco, and then it'll end up in that first room we went into, and the girls will sort it by color, by thickness, by feel, like they can feel it. But anyway, that's That's our little factory. There's a whole nother floor. There's a second floor up there. You can see it. I can't go up there on the cell phone because the internet here doesn't
That's a
reach
water.
that
That's a
far.
water. So you know what the crazy thing is? Here's the most crazy thing, right? I come from a very industrial background too, manufacturing background. At any time in the shift, you'll have at least three people by the water cooler. Anybody, anybody that's been there now has just constantly been working, smiling, happy, cool. Nobody's pissed off. Everybody's just doing their job.
Well, it's funny because it's funny that you say that because we just had the hillbilly here, Jeremy McDonald from Wildfire, and he was putting a blend together that we're going to produce for him. And he said to me, he goes, "Man, there's a feel to this place. There's an energy that, and actually, what I'm going to have to do here in a little bit is I'm going to have to jump off because the one thing I want to do is just thank everybody as they're leaving, and for a great week's of work, and just say, hey, thank you, have a great weekend. We appreciate you. And what we do when we're down here is we do a family meal one night a week for lunch. We do a family lunch for the factory, and we buy everybody, lunch for the day. Yesterday we did that, and it's 70 people, and I think it ran about $125. I mean, where can you do that? Anywhere else? And it's just something we do to create that environment to make people feel like they're part of a family here rather than just working here.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, B-Rax. I almost want to submit you my resume.
You want to come down? We got room for you, man. We'll teach you how to roll.
Dude, I could even just be the guy that puts the fucking water jug in the water cooler.
Done. Hired.
You know,
Hired.
yeah, I'll leave here in a fucking heartbeat. I just need,
You're
give me like, I need like a, what I buy now, I'd probably buy 1,000 square foot place. That's it.
You want to watch them roll a little bit more?
100%, dude. This is literally the most interesting episode ever.
Okay. Hold
Ever
on.
done on this show.
Let me flip the camera around.
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
this is fucking cool as shit, man. This is cool as hell.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the Salomons. Okay. There you go. He's gonna make a Salomon right in front of you.
Look at the handwork, man.
And
That is
this is the hardest vitola that we have. The hardest vitola. It's
Look
it's
at them
very
sitting there already rolled up. Oh man.
yeah. Now they'll go into a press and they'll press them and turn them, and then and here you go.
Look at how
There
quick.
you go.
Holy shit. How
Pretty
many in a
amazing.
day do you think will get, I guess, rolled and pressed by that guy?
Well, so the Salomon is a little bit more of a difficult vitola for them to do. Um, so the average person will make about 250 to 300 on, let's say, like a Robusto or a Toro.
Yeah.
And somebody doing a 200 or 150 would be a lot. There's two vitolas that we have here that we consider small batch. And it's not small batch in that it's only available once a year or something like that. It's available pretty much when we have them, and that's our Lanceros and our Salomons, because it takes a very special roller to do those.
Oh, that's what I gotta get my hands on.
What's
Cavalier
that?
Lancero.
Yeah, Lancero. So the reason why they specify they specialize pretty much in a vitola is because if you notice the way he was bunching the tobacco, right?
Yeah.
He's doing that by feel in his hand. He just knows
Yeah.
how much how it
Weight,
feels in his
weight,
hand.
pack, feel, all that shit, and it's just
Yeah, it's a total art, right? And they
yeah,
do it by feel. And so if we were to take that pair and say, okay, well, today you're going to roll Robustos, let's say, it would be really hard for them because they don't have the feel in their hand. It would take them, I mean, they could do it. It would take them about a week or so or 2 weeks to get that feel. But we keep a very specific group of people rolling like the Salomons and the Lancero.
but
Um,
you know what? That's a size structure to what you guys sell.
yeah,
You know, you're not just like, oh, I we're now releasing a fucking 6x60, and guy, you know, you see the guys that are like this.
yeah, no, it's really
Like
fun to
it's
watch,
not.
and
It's practical to them, and it's practical to the people carrying the cigars. It's practical to the people buying the cigars. It's practical to people smoking the cigars.
okay, give me 1 second. Oh, okay, all right, perfect. Um, so you know, it's really amazing to watch the pride in craftsmanship, right? Because there's really no machinery here. It's a manufacturing facility with no machinery. You know, we
Honestly, man, I'm telling you, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen on an episode. And
yeah,
even
good,
even
man.
outside of an episode, like yeah, they, you know, nobody's ever fucking shown us that, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool as shit, man. That's really cool as shit.
no, I'm glad I was able to share with you, and it's really amazing, and it's you know, but back to the people, they take so much pride. Like I've seen people sit
Dude,
in
nobody looks pissed
their
off. Like nobody looks pissed. Like nobody's having a bad day. They're like, ah, fuck, it's Friday. Dude, I get bent out of
no,
shape when I'm working past 4 p.m. on a Friday. And these
yeah,
people are
no, they're part of our family, and they take so much pride in their work. Like I've seen people sit at their table and eat lunch because they want to get done with their production for the day, and it's really, you know, it's pretty amazing to watch, and just, you know, it's just great. You know, I mean, this is the greatest thing that I've been part of in my life, and I've done some cool shit in my life.
it's
But
I honestly I think it's something I've taken advantage of. Like I'm not taking advantage of, but I don't think I've appreciated it to its fullest. You
well,
know,
you don't think
from
about it,
whatever
right?
extent of it. Like I've grown weed, and I mean I try to, like, how I'm growing that weed. I'm like, you know, this is my fucking tobacco plant. I'm, you know what I mean. But I mean, to that, whatever, I get it, and it's gone. You know, I don't think I've truly have appreciated it.
Well, you know the
Let alone that being my living.
well, I
Make
hear, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, and the thing is the most unsung hero in this industry are the people in that room, right? I mean, think about cigars, right? And first of all, let's talk about a celebratory cigar. Somebody closes a business deal, they go have a cigar. Somebody's getting married, they go have a cigar.
that's
Somebody,
a baby.
a baby, you know,
That
and
shit is that's when anybody in the world smokes a cigar. So
right,
you have maybe 4 cigars in your lifetime that you'd smoke if you're not a cigar smoker.
right, and then you have
Your
this
entire life. In,
you
let's
have
say, 75 years is the average probably lifespan. I'm probably wrong. It could be lower. It could be higher. But let's say, so maybe you smoke maybe 8 cigars in your entire life, just because it's a fucking, it's a staple for one thing or another, right? I've had people give me cigars because they're having a kid. I've given cigars because they're a kid. I've given cigars to people that they're just like, "What's this for?" And I was like, "Dude, you're having a kid. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm supposed to gift you a cigar." Like,
right, right.
I'm in a wedding party. I give the wedding party cigars. What the fuck did you give us a cigar for? I don't smoke cigars. And I was like, "Well, dude, you're your guy's getting married. Like, you got to smoke a cigar."
Yeah, you're part of a wedding, right?
Right? And
And
you know,
so
I'm not gonna be the guy, dude. I've been a guy at a wedding where I was just like, all right, well, nobody appreciated the cigar, so I'm gonna go to a wedding. You know, one of my wife's really good friends is getting married. She's a bridesmaid. well, I'm gonna bring a cigar for myself. So I smoke a cigar for myself. And people are like, oh, you got any more cigars? I was like, oh, well, now you smoke cigars, right? Oh, now you smoke cigars. And I mean, obviously,
Well,
I always roll around with at least 10 cigars on me, any place I fucking go, right? And I was like, all right, give me a minute, pull one out. These guys are, oh, this is the best cigar I've ever had my entire life. No, it's a good fucking experience for you because you just got married. And you want to smoke any, it didn't matter what fucking cigar I gave you. It's the atmosphere here. And you just got married. I'm sitting here having a cigar. You tell me you're a cigar guy, obviously. You've been to Cuba 15 times. You don't smoke cigars, but you want to tell me all about cigars. I'll listen. 100% I'll listen. Let me take that fucking shit in. But,
well, here's what I want you to do after what I just showed you. The next
mhm.
time you're having a cigar, think about the people that are in that room that I just showed you that are
Hell yeah.
there making cigars for you to enjoy.
Hell yeah.
And you'll never meet them unless you come down here, and that's fine. Um,
That's your fucking kitchen. These
oh
guys are
yeah,
preparing. These guys are preparing one of the finest. These guys are preparing something that people will say, "Oh, it's a dinner. It's a full dinner." These guys are preparing something you could smoke after dinner, before a dinner, before a fucking breakfast, with a coffee, with not a coffee, with rum, with scotch, these with a craft beer. In my opinion, man, these guys, these people that are there, these women, these men, they're preparing the fucking ultimate fucking just, dude. That's I went
and
years ago
they
in weed, and that's what I compared me smoking weed to. I go, I don't smoke weed because I smoke cigars, and once that cigar hits my lips, and I'm just like, I don't have a
yeah.
fuck in the world. I don't have a care. I don't. You could ask me, like, dude, we just blew up your car. I don't give a fuck, man. It's all good. I'm sitting here with a cigar. I'm sitting here with my scotch, my rum, my craft beer, whatever it is. Dude, it's all good, man. I got insurance. It's fine. I don't care, dude. Are you all right? You know what I mean?
Well, the sad part is like you just smoked the Cavalier cigar that came from this factory, right? The person who
Yep.
made that doesn't get to hear from you how much you enjoyed that cigar that they made, right? And
Yeah.
that's really sad. In fact, we're trying to think about ways to change that, right?
You let me know, man. I'll be down there in fucking 2 feet in a heartbeat. I'll be down there, man. I'll fucking, yeah, dude. Let's
Well,
fucking
I
let's.
think
I want to
I,
have a party for these fucking people.
well, the thing is what I want to do one of these days is we're talking about it, Sebastian and I, is we maybe want to do like a tour around the U.S. and just shoot videos of people saying to these people here, "Hey, thank you for this great cigar. I really enjoyed it," and then we'll air the video on the at the factory here and let them at least see the people that are enjoying
Hell yeah,
their
dude.
labor.
Dude, you let me know. I'll come down there, man. But dude, hey, I'll shake everybody's spot, dude. Let me know, man. I have a dual mic podcast set up just off a cell phone. You let me know, man, dude. I'd be the first fucking guy on board with that shit.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And in fact, I'm going to walk outside because I don't know what time they're cutting off today. But we can stay on. But once they start getting ready to leave, I want to I want to give them their due for the work that they've done this week and let them know how much we appreciate it. And yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'd love to have you down here. Do a
Dude,
pot. Do.
you tell me the fucking word, man, and I'm fucking there. I'll at least be there for
Yeah,
fucking 3 days, maybe 4 days.
yeah. We can do a podcast from here, and
I
you
don't want
know,
to full production.
well, we're actually also considering, and this is something that we haven't let out to anybody yet, so we're gonna air it here for the first time. We're actually thinking about creating a cigar line that comes out of this factory for these people.
Dude,
And
dude, you know what the rebar saying is? For the people, by the people.
and so that's something that we have in the works. We'll probably get that rolled out either this year or next. And they're gonna we're working on the packaging right now. so that you can scan the barcode on the box or the QR code on the box,
Yeah.
and it will be a video of that person who rolled that particular box,
Yeah.
and explaining the process to you, obviously in Spanish. But it'll be
A
fun
little
to
personal message, just being like, "Hey, I hope you enjoyed the cigar. Hey,
yeah.
dude, you could even go as far as, hey, by the way, let's say you do something for a cigar shop. Hey, these 50 boxes that sell. Hey, this is for this guy. This is for this. And dude, you know what I mean? Dude, that's fucking
Yeah,
nothing. Nobody has done
uh,
anything as personable. And I wish
no,
we could talk
nobody's
about
done
this
that,
off
and
air because it's fucking too good. And it's fucking super. You know what? Okay. You have any B money, B racks, B stacks? You got any final words? Because we got to end this because this shit's too good right now to talk about on air.
yeah, no,
And I
yeah.
ain't
I
cutting your
just
show
want
off.
to
I'm
thank
just
you
trying
for
to,
having me.
dude.
No, man, I just want to thank you for having me, and I really, really appreciate your time and what you do. You're a hardworking guy, and you take the time out to spend a little time with us, and so
Dude, I
it's a
still itch
pleasure
my
to
nuts on
share our
camera.
little experience.
Dude, I still itch my nuts on
So,
camera, man. I ain't working that fucking hard. I work hard at my
uh,
fucking. I work hard at my 40-hour a week job. That's it, man. When I'm here, I'm just chilling. Dude? You come down here, you're gonna sit here and hang out with me, dude. I would hang out with you the exact same way I'd hang out with you right now. It ain't no fucking different. Anybody that would hit me up and be like, dude, it's so and so. Can I come down chill your lounge? Yeah, man, roll through, dude. You get the same fucking experience here, but you'd have the bar, the freight. You know what I mean? Whatever. Give me three
well,
days
and a
notice, and I'd have my
shout out to the mooch for setting this up. I really appreciate him too.
big fucking mooch. Dude, my brother, I once spent fucking 12 hours in a casino with that guy and we didn't gamble once.
All
4
right, man.
hours
Well,
we paid
hey,
for our drinks, and then we found out the other fucking 8 we didn't have to pay for drinks, but we were still content with paying for our drinks. So, dude, yo,
nice.
big,
Well,
yeah, you know what? I've never given a proper shout out to Big Mooch for fucking being the head of recruiting, the head of HR, all this shit that he does. Dude, Big Mooch, man, love you, brother. Love you with your fucking big ass mustache, your fucking beard, your gray hairs, all that shit. Your Jeep gang, what up? But yeah, dude, yeah, big dude. I know Big Mooch is there. I'm not there because I'm away from the social media and all this shit. But Big Mooch is there grinding, putting out messages, Facebook, Instagram, all that shit, dude. He's grinding out, man, and I appreciate that shit truly.
well, thank you. Thanks for
I'm
having
also
me,
the
man.
reason. I'm also the reason Big Mooch doesn't drink anymore.
Oh,
But dude,
well,
hey, Cavalier cigars, 2022, 2023. I'm telling you, watch the fuck out. You know what?
and
You got to use this somewhere. Get off our boots. Get off
get
our
off.
boots. Because there's two scenarios to get off our boots. Number one, you pull your boots out from it. Number two, you knock them off your fucking boots.
We will, and we
Tongue
have a
tied,
saying
tongue
at
tied,
Cavalier. We have a
lambonazo, quinazo.
we have a saying here at Cavalier. It's smoke gold, stay gold,
Yeah.
and by smoking gold and staying gold, you keep these people very happy here too. They're great. They're our family, and I really appreciate the time for being here.
Yo, dude, you let me know. We'll set up a trip down there. We'll make it happen. I want to appreciate the Cavalier factory.
Thank you, brother.
And
Appreciate you, man.
I want to appreciate the people there because dude, it's fucking wild, dude. Like it's watching them, dude. I come from a world where trades is fucking king, but trades will charge you fucking 8 hours for fucking one thing. You watch these fucking people work with their hand, dude. You could piss this motherfucker off, and this guy will fucking cut you up fucking 10 ways before you even fucking pull out your fucking knife. You know what I mean?
You
Like
got it.
they are true actual fucking tradesmen.
They really are.
And dude, you know what? Give them a big shout out from the One and Only Rebar Show. Tell them I'll be seeing them soon. B Rex, we'll be doing this fucking soon. And you know what? The One and Only Rebar Show. I'm just saying something. Maybe Cavalier. It's coming soon. Who the fuck knows? All right. Until next weekend. Fucking salute off. Let's get it. Let's fucking do it. One and Only
Smoke
Rebar.
gold, stay gold.